Hey guys, this is your girl Jennifer Land, the Crown Jewel, and I am back with another YouTube video. So this is something a little bit different. So you guys just bear with me. This is a video and it has a lot to do with communicating with your spouse in the spirit, spouse communication. This is something that the Lord wanted me to get on here and do. So, some of you guys that have been supporting me and following me for a while, you know that I've done maybe about 3 to 4 videos on communicating with your spouse in the spirit. The initial idea behind communicating with your spouse in the spirit, it came from Stephanie P. Smith's platform. I initially got it from someone else, but the original idea, this is something that Stephanie P. Smith teaches on her channel. And so let me see, where do I begin? So there's a lot that's going on YouTube. There's a lot of deception that's going on, and I'm doing this video because I know this talk discussion that we have, that you guys may listen to a lot of other voices. The kingdom marriage topic is a very big thing on YouTube. It's a very big thing. And so um, oh Lord. So I'm basically coming on here to let you guys know that all my kingdom spouse videos that I have done in regards to communicating with your spouse in a spirit, that has initially and originally come from Stephanie P. Smith, I'm going to be taking those videos down. So a little bit of a backstory. Um, There is a prophetic voice by the name of Bold for Christ. She's very bold, so she has the right name. She's extremely bold. She's bold for God. And so she's somebody that I follow. And so I want to say maybe about 3 to 4 months ago, she did a live. I don't know how it got onto the discussion about Stephanie P. Smith. I don't know if someone asked about her during Bold for Christ live. I can't remember because it was about, like I said, 3 to 4 months ago. It may have been a little bit longer than that. But Bold for Christ, at that time that she was doing that live, she was basically saying that she basically thought that Stephanie P. Smith was like a witch and into witchcraft and all these different things. And she wasn't doing what God called her to do. And she was all for show, things of that nature. So that was a really big thing on YouTube. A lot of people were defending Stephanie P. Smith. Word got back to Stephanie P. Smith about this. And I'm just giving you guys as much of a backstory as I can so you can understand where I'm going with all of this. And so it was a big thing on YouTube. It was probably more than 4 months ago. Anyway, um, at that point I was torn because I'm like, Lord, what is this about? Is just show me the truth. Is there something going on with Stephanie P. Smith, or is this something going on with Bold for Christ that I should be aware of? God, just show me the truth. A lot of times when we go to God, he may give us something right away. Other times it may take a while, things may have to unfold, so on and so forth. So, I want to say, some months, yeah, it had to be more than 4 months. I want to say a couple months after that, the Lord gave me a dream of Stephanie P. Smith and her kingdom spouse. Now, I don't know anything about her kingdom spouse because I don't watch every video she put up. I don't watch, there's a whole lot of videos she's put up I don't watch. So somebody recently commented on one of my videos that she was going to be getting married. I didn't know anything about this because it's been a while since I have watched one of her videos or whatever. And so um the Lord had given me a dream, I want to say a couple months ago, and it was of Stephanie P. Smith and her kingdom spouse. They were on a big stage, and there was a large audience that they were basically, I guess, talking to, or whatever the case may be. And so, with that, the Lord was showing me that what Stephanie P. Smith is presenting, she's not presenting who she really is. Basically, she's all for show. This is what the Lord was showing me. She is all for show, and she's not really representing her true self. And so in the dream, like I said, they were on stage. After that, she went and hid behind a wall. And I followed her. I was trying to understand, why was she going to hide behind this wall? This is the Lord saying that, again, there's deception that's going on. What she is presenting, this is not her true self that she's representing. This is, I I can only give you what the Lord has given me. So a lot of times when God shows me things, whether it's dreams or whatever the case may be, sometimes I may sit on it a little bit before I make a decision. And so even before that, some years ago, because I think she's been on YouTube for a while, I ran across her channel. And again, this is just to give you guys a backstory. Ran across her channel, and for whatever reason, I frowned. I don't know why I frowned. It wasn't what she was saying. Something in me just frowned. And so I may have watched after that maybe a video here and there, but I kind of stopped watching her videos for a while. And then I want to say this year, someone asked me, was I familiar with Stephanie P. Smith, because she teaches on kingdom marriage. Hold on, I need to turn this air off. She teaches on kingdom marriage as well as witchcraft. Kingdom marriage and witchcraft, and a lot of other things. So I decided to look her up. Like I said, I had forgotten about her, decided to look her up, and I realized this is someone that I've seen before. Now, I want to say, fast forward maybe about I want to say maybe 2 to 3 weeks ago, Tequila Coleman did a video, and she was basically saying that she no longer follows Stephanie P. Smith because she believes that she's a full-blown witchcraft. She believes she's a full-blown witch. Apparently she was showing up in Tequila's dreams, and to me, this kind of almost sounded like astral projection, if I'm not mistaken. Sounded like astral projection. So I'm going back to the Lord. I'm praying about a few people at this point, and I'm just asking God, like, Lord, why are these people playing with you like you are not God? I just don't understand this. And so the Lord shows me two hands, two evil hands that have long evil nails, and these are the hands of witches and warlocks that's doing witchcraft. And so a lot of these people, because they are witches and warlocks, they're in complete rebellion when it comes to God. They're pretending to be one thing and they're doing another thing behind the scenes. This is deception. And so when we are listening to these different people on YouTube, the title may sound interesting. You may need to hear a word, so on and so forth. You have to be careful who you are listening to. As I always tell you, just like you hear from a prophetic voice, you can hear from God the same way. So I'm asking the Lord, why are these people playing with you like this? And so he shows me those two evil hands or whatever. And so I asked the Lord, Lord, is this something that you want me to get on my channel and talk about? He gives me another vision. He gives me a vision of a leg basically busting, coming out of a cast. Now, cast, if you guys get it, cast spells, come out from under the spells and the deception. I can only give you guys what he is giving me. I encourage you guys to take her and everybody else where you are watching their videos before you even click on it. Take it to the Lord. Before you even click on it, do a quick prayer, because you don't want to, you cannot afford to be misled. A lot of you guys, you've been standing, you've been believing for your kingdom love story and all these different things when it comes to your life. You have to guard your ears. You have to test the spirit. And so this is something that I'm even learning. Like, I really got to start taking people back to God, because there have been people I've been calling their name out, vouching for them on my channel because I listened to them, and now God is showing me something different with some people. God is showing me something different. As I have said, this is the year of exposure. God is tired. This is not to bash anyone, but God does not want us to be um in a situation where we are being deceived any longer, because you're listening to this person, you're listening to that person. This is the very thing that can hold up your marriage promise, your kingdom love story promise. So I just urge you guys to be careful. I repent. I pray for Stephanie P. Smith, but I am letting you guys know every video that I have put up in regards to communicating with your spouse in the spirit, I will be taking those videos down, because I'm no longer in agreement with her teaching, and just everything that she represents. My thing is, you can't play with God. And so I encourage you guys, like I said, take her back to the Lord. If you follow her, take me back to the Lord. Take these people back to God before you start diving into what they're dishing out. And that's all that I can tell you guys. At the end of the day, this is not to bash anybody, but I'm just simply letting you guys know. And I apologize when I feel like I've done wrong by people that support me and follow me. I'm gonna come out and tell you the truth. And so there were many of you guys that you really kind of embrace that communicating with your spouse in the spirit. And I'm just letting you know, I'm not in alignment with that anymore. I'm not looking to do that anymore. I'm strictly waiting on God and how he's leading me with things. And before I come into agreement with certain things, I'm definitely going to be taking it back to the Lord from now on. So guys, that is it. That is all. Guys, just be careful, because there's a lot of deception out here, and that's all that I can tell you. But again, just as I have taken certain people back to God, you have to do the same thing. We're talking about your life here. And a lot of you guys, you've went through a lot. You're still going through a lot. And some of the people that's going through a lot is because of the very people that you may be listening to, the very people that you may be taking advice from. So that's all I can tell you. I want to give you guys scripture behind this. Matthew 15:13. Every plant that God did not plant, may it be uprooted. So I am letting you guys know, once again, I come out of agreement with her teaching, what she represents. I am no longer following her. That is it. That is all, guys. And I will say this, a lot of prophetic voices, they catch a lot of slack when it comes to things that they say, things that we may say. There's been times I've given a harsh word on here, and I recently learned this from Kevin Ewing, and it's very true. Actually, God shared it with me, and then I heard it from Kevin Ewing, and it was confirmation. A lot of people get upset when a prophetic voice give a harsh word. Prophetic voices cannot always give soft and sweet words and things like that. We have to give it to you how God gives it to us. And then it's up to you what you do with that information and how you use it. But I am letting you know there's a lot of people that may get upset about a harsh word. There's people that may get upset about even this video because they may be following Stephanie P. Smith. A real prophetic voice, they are going to give it to you how God gave it to them. That is it. That is all. And that is the exact thing that Kevin Ewing said the other day in an interview. They're not going to worry about how the people are going to take it. A lot of times God is not going to be nice with this stuff. So again, I'm letting you guys know this because this is what the Lord told me to do. I've never done anything like this, but I have to be obedient. He wants me to let you guys know what has taken place with this situation with Stephanie P. Smith. Take it back to the Lord and see what he gives you. Until next time, guys, this is your girl, Jennifer Lynn, the Crown Jewel.